Hello everyone, and welcome to a quick fire badminton training video with the one and only Lucinda Fredericks. We can't go to Badders without having a pre-Badders training set with Lucinda. So we've come to Rectory Farm today, which is a little bit down the road from us. It took about an hour and a half to get here, to hire their beautiful arena, and we're waiting for Lucinda to arrive. She should be here any moment to have a little jumping session with Jamie. Now I'm going to preempt this because anything that doesn't go well is because I'm currently in an awful lot of pain, because just before I left I was like, oh, I'll quickly ride Bear, and she was very naughty and had a spook and managed to get me off quite dramatically. So I'm feeling a little bit battered and bruised, and then I've just sat in the lorry for an hour and a half driving and all seized up. So I'm going to go for a little warm up whilst we wait for Lucinda and hope that my body starts to loosen up a little bit, and then we'll get going. But a big thank you to the Pure Feed Company, one of my amazing sponsors and also one of Lucinda's amazing sponsors, for organising this today. Very excited. Right, come on then, Jam Bam. Let's go and have a trot around these jumps. Good girl. Oh, that hurts.
Preempt your what you want to do in the warm-up in badminton.
Yeah.
Which is, okay, the normal, boring, cross pole, upright, oxer.
Yeah.
But is there anything that actually benefits her? Is she better jumping an upright last before going into the arena? Because very often I think people don't use the warm-up productively enough.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. They just jump. Now, being a third year at badminton, you're like a professional. Should we call you a semi-pro? A semi-pro, which means, and yes, she's a great jumper.
Yeah.
And yes, she's pretty careful, isn't she?
Yeah. And she does try her best.
But you can't always guarantee.
No.
You know, one day, even the best jumpers can have a pole, and badminton's not the place to do it.
No.
Badminton is the place where you absolutely want to be, you know, so tuned up and so focused and so clear. Number one, on your course walk, and number two, using your warm-up to make her go the best. And then for your jumping, it's all about the canter.
Yep.
It's about the canter, and if you've got the best canter possible that's going to give you the most quality jump, then that's what you've got to work for. And very often I would say that you come onto a slope, which badminton is, it's not flat. Okay, the warm-up fences are going across the slope, but when you go into the arena, you've got jumps that go uphill and downhill.
Yes, yeah.
So going uphill, you've got to have more canter. Coming downhill, you've got to be aware that they're not just running forward. So I think first of all, we could just work on the canter.
Yes, yeah.
Okay? Which is getting her and getting you into the most sort of workmanlike, secure, adaptable, malleable, I suppose is quite a good word, that you can ride her on your lines so she's not falling in, she's not falling out. Just stuff like that, which is just discipline, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And she's obviously had a couple of good runs this year.
She's had one, she went to Oxtalls.
So that's the only place she's run?
Yeah.
And where else is she going?
She's going to Carmston 100.
Fine, perfect.
And then that'll be that.
And then you're doing the 90 or the 100 at badminton?
I've entered the 100.
Good.
Which now I'm regretting.
No, you're not. You've got to remember, it's not very much bigger than the 90.
That's what I've been telling myself. And it's always a very similar course.
It's very similar, it's just 10 centimetres. It's not 10 inches,
Yeah.
It's 10 centimetres.
Yeah. Nothing.
It's nothing, really.
She came out this year because she did an injury over the winter, so she
Yeah.
kind of missed a lot of the winter
Yeah,
training.
yeah.
And she just came out quite spooky, which made me a little bit like, oh God, like she doesn't want to do it. So it's been trying to sort of...
But actually, if they're spooky, then even more reason to be pushing them and moving them so they're in your zone.
Absolutely.
So flexions, moving the flexion, not so much big bend, but moving the flexion continuously.
Okay.
So that you're communicating down the rein to her.
Yeah.
All the time. So her focus is in your box. You know,
I think that's the thing. I came out and because she was like that, I went, oh God, like, okay, I don't want to
you
touch
got shy.
And then both of us were like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
But no, hopefully, I'm hoping we're past that, but it's always in your head, isn't it, when you come out? Like when I saw these bright show jumps, I was like, oh no, she's going to be spooky.
And I suppose also after going cross country, you've got to be aware that you've got to put them back into the jumping canter, because obviously cross country, they go flat. You've probably got, is she going to be a bit open and a bit runny since her Oxtals run?
Potentially, yeah, because she was quite like strong and keen, like she wanted to go.
Yeah, good.
So, yeah, this will be the first time she's jumped since then.
Okay, so let's do, go into a bit of trot and a bit of canter. I'm going to get I might use this jump here. So what I'm going to get you to do, good. So as you're riding around, go close.
Okay.
To the fences, and if necessary, go across the fences.
Okay.
So a spooky horse, rather than facing them at something spooky, all right, you could have them a little bit closer to the jumps.
Okay.
Checking the distances, Meg.
Thank you.
All right. Because she's a little bit of a pony, we've got to try and encourage her stride to be a little bit bigger. Dee Dee was more of a pony. Good.
Yeah.
Now, if she spooks at something, just maybe come back to walk.
Okay.
Right? And make her walk, come back to walk, and make her walk across it, right, with your outside leg pushing her. Good, outside leg, yeah. Then turn around to the right, really close to it. Outside leg, good, just feel her. Oh, good girl. Feel how she's creeping away from it. Good girl. So she's aware of the spooky jump.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't make an issue about it.
Okay.
But she's aware of it. Okay?
Yeah.
Are you happy going around the jumps at number 1 height first?
I should be.
Yeah,
If I'm jumping 100, I need to be.
If you just go round and make sure everything is as the height of at least number 1.
You're mean, Lucinda.
Right, so then work on the canter, thinking about riding, Megs, a square. Square turns. Just square and turn. Good. And square. Good. And now push her a bit forward. Bring her back and square turn. And square. And push her forward. Good. And back. Good. That's plenty. That's good. All right. So I want to see you using the gears a bit.
Okay.
And when you go forward, keep the contact. Squeeze your fingers firm so you're really connected to her. Good, and back, and turn. And forward, and back, and back. Inside leg, inside rein, inside leg, inside rein, inside leg, inside rein. Good, and forward. Good, and back, and inside leg, inside rein. Good. So I just want to see her be a bit more supple.
Okay.
Supple through the pole, really. That's better. That's better. So it's not fixed. Yeah. It's not fixed. Yeah.
Okay.
It's moving her. Quality canter. Quality roundness. Good. Then you're going to come behind this blue oxo. It's a small area, Megs, and through the canter poles.
Okay.
So just in front of the water tray, this side. Make it small. Look at the jump. Look at the pole. Look at the pole. Good. Yeah, well done. Very good. So, and again, we'll just work on the canter, squares, no jump, just squares, square, no jump, squares.
So I'm not going over the jump, am I?
No.
Okay.
I want you back on your square.
Okay.
Work on your canter forward and back.
Okay.
Because she had enough of a spook, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
But
That's
because
what I mean.
the canter was good, yeah? The canter was good. Squeeze your little fingers. Go on, and back. Don't forget to come back before the turn.
Yeah, yeah.
Now forward and back. It's basically just switching her on.
Yeah.
And back and turn. Good. Then you can come again, just inside this red one, over the poles, and then we're going to go up. Keep going. Keep same rhythm. Same rhythm. Yeah, don't let her run out the front door.
Yeah, I felt that.
Okay? Take your time, take your time. Take your time, there you go. Go on, take your time. Very good.
Good girl.
Good. So you've had 2 jumps at it, okay? Change your line down there.
Okay.
So you get a better distance to that first pole. Take your time. Whoa. Come on, sit her on a bum. Sit, 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 sit. Wait. There you go, there you go. Perfect. There you go. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Good girl.
Good. Feel all right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was worried about how spooky she's going to be going around this.
Yeah, but you can't worry. You're going to make more
Just make
canter.
it happen.
You know, if you feel they're going to be spooky, it's all about having them switched on, okay?
Okay.
And not fending for themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's being consistent, constant, supportive, and make sure that the canter is enough.
Okay. And if she does like have a look at something, when I land, do I need to give her a little like wake up?
Yes,
or?
but the wake ups, which is why I want you going riding forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. That's your wake up. So you've already switched her on.
Okay.
And then as you go round, you've got to re-switch her on.
Okay.
Good. So now bring her right back together and get a little nudge. Back, back, feel her mouth, feel her mouth, feel her mouth, give her a kick, kick. There you go, there you go, that's relax, there you go. Good, now forward, lovely. Beautiful, yeah?
Good girl, yeah.
Perfect. So what you did over there was make energy.
Okay.
Make canter. Good. Good, keep control of your body. Very good.
Girl.
Very good. Once more off the right. Now I'm slightly opening the poles.
Okay.
Right, only so then you can be a little bit more competition size of stride.
Okay.
Okay? You got it, you got it. Very good.
Girl.
Easy.
Good girl.
And you're nearly up to 110 without even thinking about it.
Yeah, I just need you to come to Badders and put the poles out everywhere and I'll be fine.
It does help.
It
Because
does.
it gets the rider into the zone. I'm going to give you 3 poles to this. Okay.
That's quite big.
Oh, okay. So when you ride something new, it's being supportive, right? Supportive with your leg working.
Yeah.
So your brain and your counting and your brain work together with your body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. The issue is when I get nervous, I stop riding and stop supporting her at all.
That's mind over matter, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Get on with it. You know what I'm like. I don't have much sympathy, do I? as you well know.
This is what I've been lacking. I should have just come to you at the start of winter.
So you're going to canter now a touch, not a lot different, like you did to the last one.
Okay.
But I want you, when you're using your non-jumping areas, I need you to do stuff.
So
okay,
the forward and
always
back.
just slightly re-energizing.
Okay.
Okay, sitting and pushing, so that the canter is not just la-di-da. It's got to be proactive. The canter has to be proactive. I'd probably push her a little bit forward and back, and go large, because you do a square somewhere.
Okay.
Don't come to the jump, because she's had a break. It's very easy just to pick up and go.
Yeah.
And that's probably when the horses have the least focus, I would say. Good. Okay, there you go. Now take your time round there. Be counting. You got it. Ah, lovely. Good riding. Good riding. Really good. Now you're counting, you're looking at that green paint.
Okay.
There. And when you're 2 strides from that, you're looking at the fence. And then from the yellow pole, you're looking ahead. Now look ahead. Ahead. Yeah. Not quite in the middle.
No.
Right? Too much off to the right. Quality canter. Don't let her fall in. And don't let her go to the right. Dead centre.
Sorry, I was doing a square.
That's fine, it's good, it's good. Perfect. And this way, be careful she's not on that right shoulder. Keep your inside leg a little further forward.
My inside leg further forward?
Forward, yeah, to keep the inside shoulder from falling right.
Okay.
Steady, steady, steady. Good, now keep her straight. Very good.
Good girl.
Super. Absolutely centre, both little fingers firm. Okay. So what could you do this time? Very simple, what are you going to do down there?
Get her a bit more back and my
Change your line.
Okay, okay.
Count, count. Good, go on, there you go. Beautiful. Okay, good girl. Give her a break. Right, you're going to do one more.
Oh, God. Lucinda, I forgot how savage you are.
I know. Well, it gets you confident, okay?
Gets your heart rate up, that's what it does.
Can we go up with that number 8? And the back bar of that blue one.
Oh, my God.
Because it's ugly, I don't like it that there. Just up 2 and the bottom one up.
Could do the front rail down.
Hey? No. Don't be funny. I'm not here for your enjoyment.
No.
You know? I think I'd like to see you canter, hold, rein back, and then come to this.
Okay.
Okay.
Which rein?
Don't mind which way. Let's go on this on the right. Okay. And cameraman Pete's going to be absolutely seeing if she's jumping it straight. Okay. Right. Dead straight.
Okay.
So canter, hold, rein back, canter.
Okay.
Down to this. 3. Good. Hold. Yeah. She fights you, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Discipline. Rein back. Keep your hand light as you rein back. Back. Feel her mouth. Feel it. Like, as in, supple her.
Yeah.
Flexion her as you go back.
Okay.
Each way. Each way. Go on. Bigger strides. Bigger. Back. 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 Good girl. Then quietly into canter. Keeping your inside hand a little higher. And your right leg forward. Good. Good. Now ride a little bit more forward. There, now back. And then forward. And then back. There you go. Don't turn early. Don't turn early. Look at the jump. Okay, that's a no-go, isn't it? Okay, we'll have to go again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't mind the fact that you weren't perfect here, but you weren't centre.
No.
Right, I want you over the green paint in the middle. Look at the green paint, look at it. Wait. Now push. Ah, there you
girl.
go. Then she goes 6 inches bigger.
Yep.
Good girl. Well
Yeah,
done.
I felt I had to do a bit of a correction then. She was definitely wanting to drift again.
I know.
And I just haven't been noticing it.
Yeah.
Or haven't been doing anything about it.
Being straight is so important because if horses are jumping crooked, it means they're not jumping equally off their hind legs. So if she's jumping right, she's pushing more off there.
Ah, okay.
That's the problem.
So, okay, yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense. Lucinda,
Right.
these are looking quite big.
No, they're not really. Look at number 1. Pathetic. Come on. Have you walked the course?
No, I haven't.
Right. So 1's obvious.
Yep.
And I want you to absolutely draw a pen line on the imaginary line you're going to ride.
Okay.
And then this is going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Woo. Interesting. We might change this. Interesting. So I'll let you lot move that back. I'll just check the distance. So
Sorry.
1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 1 stride, 2 strides, 3 strides, 4 strides, 5 strides, 1, 2. Perfect 5 strides.
Okay.
Now, if you get a bit of a creepy jump in, you've got 2 options. You've got to ride forward to get the 5, or you sit, you close, you engage to get the 6.
Okay. Yep.
Once you get to 3, 4, 5, 6 strides, it's very easy
To change.
to change it.
Yeah.
2 and 3 strides, 1, 2 and 3 strides are more difficult. Let's look at this line. Oh my God. 8. Right, girls, we're back up here.
We've had some big horses in here, clearly.
Oh my God. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I think that's straight enough. And then I'll just check. I need to check 6 to 7. Just think of your course, okay?
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So this is going to be the thought of like, come on.
Uh-huh.
So therefore, you're going to jump 1, 2 to 3 on 5,
Okay.
right up the top, and we'll go and look at that line because it's really important. If you think of like a 50 pence bit, okay, down like that. How many sides has a 50p got?
8 or 6?
6. It must be 6.
Yeah. 8 would be too many.
8 is a 20 pence bit.
Ah, there we go.
If you think about that slight dog leg,
Yep.
as you go around these turns, every time you do a tiny dog leg, it will, if you've got the horse straight, it will engage the outside leg.
Right, okay.
If you just curve round,
drift, yeah.
Yeah, and if they're drifting onto the inside shoulder or onto the outside shoulder, you've got to be aware of it. So she, at the moment, I feel is slightly on the right shoulder.
Okay,
Hence, the couple of righty drifts.
Yeah.
So that you can organise that way before you get there by making sure, like we did before,
Ooh.
that this leg is slightly there. Okay, and you're just not letting this.
that in.
Yeah, and maybe lift that and just say, "Come on." So you nearly want it to bulge to the left shoulder a bit.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
but that you've got to do on where you're not jumping.
Yes.
You'll be aware of that, so that she doesn't, especially 1 to 2. Okay, especially round there to the water tray, because you'll be thinking water tray, water tray, water tray. Okay, and instead you'll be thinking quality, quality, line straightness, quality, quality, line straightness.
Yeah.
Okay, so that,
Okay.
did I walk that one? No. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4. Perfect. 5 good strides. Yeah?
Yeah.
But they're good. If you creep over that, you're going to have to sit up, literally like you did round the corners to the canter poles, and sit her and do 6.
Okay.
Okay, but that's the decision you've got to make once you jump into that related distance.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try and help you. But if you get a nice forward distance in there, right, she'll go easy.
So we can have this one down a tiny bit?
Oh, yeah, I will.
Thank you.
I'd already thought about that. Okay, because it's the second part of related, it's much easier to go higher on the second part. But we'll let you jump round first. Okay? I like a bit of excitement. Right. I'm only doing this because of the water tray.
Okay.
Right?
I
promise you
you're
going up after it. Right. Let's just go and walk. So you happy with 1, 2, 3?
Yes.
I want to walk up here. Because after number 3, you've got to move on.
Okay.
Think of the time.
Yeah.
And I want you up there, across here.
Okay.
But looking at that. Then across here. So there's your 50 pence bit. Mm-hmm. Little jinkies. Then smack there. Mm-hmm. Okay? Then you go dead straight to the boards, to the rails, but your eyes are looking over there. And you're counting the whole way.
Okay.
Yep. I can put the back bar down 1 if you want. Okay. Okay, you're here, you're counting. And you've got to hold her middle to middle.
Okay.
Right? So you don't want to come around there with left bend. Yeah. And your outside leg has to stay forward, so imagine a set of tram lines straight down there. Mm-hmm. Okay? Now is where you start then giving her a little bit of a kick. Come on, come on, all the way around there. In the training, if she's not united, then unite her.
Okay.
In your training.
Not in a competition?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, you'd have to work out the time.
Yeah.
Okay? She's fairly good, but... And then round there, same thing. 3 little dog legs here, 5 strides.
Cool.
Okay. 7, 8's up the top.
Yep.
And then 9 is this yellow double, which is actually very nice.
Yeah.
That's 1 stride, this is 2. And then, this is your bogey one.
Oh,
round
sorry,
back.
I do it that way. I thought it was then to there.
No, it is that way.
Oh, it is that way.
Then you've got to turn to 11.
Bloody hell, okay.
So you've got to think of this like in the arena at home, where you go out there, square turn, absolute tram lines in and out of it.
Okay.
Tram lines here. Yeah. Looking there. Okay, looking there. Counting, all the way to number 11. Happy? Sure?
As happy as I can be.
Okay, so she's had a bit of a sleep, so do probably a left canter,
yep.
Flying change or whatever, right canter, and then you start. She's got to be off the leg. She's got to be off the leg. Thank you. Good, now bring her back. And forward. Ho! Tighten your hand. Don't loosen your fingers. Soften your arm, but don't loosen your fingers. Good. Good. If you want to take a rounder, go on, rounder. Like you're in dressage. Round. Lower leg forward, otherwise she'll go back. Rounder. Go on. Lower neck. Deeper. So her ears are further away from you.
Okay.
Good. Right. There you go. And then into right canter. Good. Tighten your fingers and start counting. Count. More canter. Come on. Think of the clock. Okay, we're going to start again.
God.
And that was, for me,
that was... expecting that, or was I?
The proof, the canter's not enough.
Okay, yeah.
Come on. Forward. Come on, ride forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, now think of your 50 pence bit. Good. Good, counting. Sit up, support. Good, now get her off the leg. Come on. Right, now take your time. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy. Count. Very good. Yellow one. Supporter. Good. Looking left. Good. Very good. Super. Very good. Second half was great. Second half was great.
Oh God, I needed you to wake me up then.
But that was perfect.
Eyes are watering.
That was perfect because it showed us all how the canter at the beginning has to be better.
And it's just completely my fault because I get so nervous. I don't want to do anything and I'm like, oh, I'll just sit here.
But if you think how much harder you worked after number 3, actually after number 4, it was all a bit wishy-washy.
Yeah, number 4 was terrible.
Well, it wasn't terrible, it just wasn't great, okay? But that just proves it was perfect, because if it had been perfect, what else were we going to do? But actually, because it wasn't, we have to do the whole thing again. And bigger. Right, girls?
No, can we just do it this way?
No.
Please.
No.
That one's big enough.
You've only gone up 2, have you?
Oh my, no, can we just go down one of those? That's too big.
You're
That's
sure
too
you've gone
big.
2?
We're only jumping a metre at Badders, not 110.
Right, so what do you feel was good about that?
I think after number 4, I kind of woke up and I was, and like it's the between the fences where I felt like I was doing a bit more, and then the fences are actually coming up quite
easier.
nicely.
Yeah. Number 3 could go up, please. Just 1. Actually, they can go up 2.
Oh,
I'll give you a bit more room here. Okay.
It's looking too scary.
No, you ride the same. But the thing is, it's, you know, it's not scary because you've already gone round once. You just ride the same. I'll put the front pole down because I want you to be able to ride forward, and you ride exactly the same. If you think of the feeling you had, basically 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
Great. I've only got up 1 here. No, I haven't. I've gone up 2. As you go round the course, if you get a really good start, okay, so if you don't have a good jump at 1, freaking do something.
Yeah.
Right? Do something.
Okay. So get her off my leg.
Well, yes,
Up and back.
if that's what the case is.
Okay.
If they run to number 1, you have to do something different.
Yeah.
If they're a bit sticky, you've got to do something different.
Don't just, carry on.
And what a lot of people do is they go round the course really well, and actually Ellie's a bit prone to this. She slightly slacks off over the last 2 or 3 fences.
Right.
And I want you to think you're going to ride every fence as positively, hopefully, as number 1.
Okay.
Okay, let's go into canter.
Just 1.
Now actually go down to number 1, go on the left rein, and then come across number 1. Now go forward on the board, on the rails, on the right. Keep going, inside leg, inside leg, inside leg. Prepare to walk. Now walk. Just come across the front of it. Round, relax. So she's aware of it. Right leg, give her a kick with it. Yeah, okay. And then into canter. And you think, get more canter, and then if you need to bring her back, bring her back. Get her rounder, talk to her, give her a little nudge. I would do another circle if I were you. Yeah, another circle.
Okay.
Start counting, build the energy into the canter. Energy, 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 energy. Move her mouth a little bit each way. Soften a touch, soften a touch. There, good, good. Okay, off you go. Good, very good. Counting. Good, 5 holder. Good. Now sit up, 50p bit, counting all the way. Look, stay here, counting, straight. Hold her. Very good. Right, now get her upright, stay out, then square. Wait. Very good. Shoulders up, now she's getting on her head, sit back, up. Up, good, shoulders up. Woohoo! Good girl. Now take your time, she's getting tired. Help her. Out here. Shoulders up. Oh,
Yeah.
very good. Okay, now hold and rein back.
If I'd reacted when you said for that, I'd be fine, wouldn't I?
Absolutely. You were just this much too, because she was getting a bit tired.
Yeah.
And I said, sit up. You're going to just do that one. You don't do the last one. She's going to do that one again. You rode it fine. She could have jumped it.
Yeah.
I think she would have jumped it had it been a hole lower.
Yeah.
And it wasn't right at the end of quite a lot of work.
Yes.
Because she has got.
Yeah.
She just went.
Yeah.
You know, and because we're riding, we're making her work every stride.
Yes, which she's not used to.
No.
And she worked quite hard to get out of that, didn't
Yes.
she? And then I think she was
But
just a bit.
whoa, you sat up and she went this much higher.
So that's, I felt I was creeping forward a bit until you said, and I was like,
a
oh.
little bit. Right. So go round as though you come out the yellow. Good girl. Pat her.
Good girl.
Now I can't tell her off. For knocking at the time before. So what I did is I helped her, because it wasn't really her fault.
No.
It was a tiny mistake. And I mean tiny. You didn't do anything wrong. She could have jumped it.
But that's the thing, because I heard you go up, and then as I heard you, I did a stride later. And if I'd done it when you said it,
She just had to. So when you feel you're getting a bit close, you got to. What's the word? Is sit away with your upper body.
Okay, give them a bit more room.
Then they've got that little bit of room in front.
Okay.
But I think if you watch the video, you should be very pleased with the difference between the first round and the second round.
Yeah, it
And I
felt
think
miles apart.
If you can keep the video, and that's the sort of thing that you need to watch before you go somewhere.
Yes, just the second
This is what
one.
I say to my kids, Ellie, and other pupils. You know, pick a round where you've been really happy with it.
Yep.
And watch that, because visual learning is really important.
Yeah. Is that canter? Because it felt like it was fast, because it's faster than what I'm used to. But I had so many more options. Like when I had to wait, she still had a good canter there. Whereas my normal canter, when I hold her,
Absolutely.
we've got nothing.
Dead right. So if you...
But it's being brave enough to come out in that big canter when I'm feeling...
And it's being brave to have that canter which is still in balance. And that's where it's quite difficult with younger horses. Depends on the horse. So Trendy, for instance, she's coming 9. It's because she missed out on 4 and 5 years old. She didn't have any, training with us till she was 6. She struggles to have enough canter at the speed without losing balance.
Okay.
Still.
Okay.
And she probably will struggle with that for another year, at least. But, she's actually very well balanced. How old is she now?
She's, I think, over 10 or 11. I think maybe 11.
And you've had her all the time.
Yeah.
And so there she's had your training all the time.
Yeah. Whether that's a good or a bad thing.
Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, absolutely. But hopefully it's a good thing. And actually, because you do so much pole work, it develops their focus, it develops their rhythm, it develops their balance.
What did you walk your poles when we're warming up? Because I keep trying to replicate this.
Okay, so,
and I
well,
never
it
can.
depends what I want.
Okay.
Okay. So, and I am quite, what's the word? Inventive with the poles, because sometimes you want, as you know, if you're jumping an upright, and I always, yeah, it depends. You know, she could have done with this.
Yeah.
On there.
Okay.
Just a bit.
Just on that side, would you say?
Yeah.
To stop
Because she was
drifting,
jumping right.
Yeah, because she felt really like bunched up.
Yep.
And like
Yep.
nice and just bouncy.
Well, I did that specifically because she's been cross country.
Ah, okay.
If I started too open, like this,
Yeah.
all right, you'll have to flatten her to make the distance. Because she's actually a bit of a pony, you know, but she's not got a pony stride. She's not like Dee Dee. Dee Dee had a pony stride.
It's weird that she can easily make the strides if I
Yes.
let her.
So I sort of look at, I just walk it. 1, 2, 3, and maybe a foot.
Okay.
Okay, but these are not as big. 1, 2, 3, back. Okay.
Cool.
As
So
the jump-
last one, you get the extra.
Yes, because
foot.
it's your jumping height. As the jump gets higher, I move the poles back a bit.
Okay.
If I want you to land, and if you're being a bit negative, I would have the poles a bit more generous.
Okay.
Because I want you to not be negative. I would want you to, if you kept coming a little bit backwards, which actually, to be fair, you didn't, and she wasn't.
No.
You looked very confident today, which is way better we were February last year.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's all about building confidence.
Yes.
So if you end up running her down big poles the whole time, she won't learn to sit.
Do that sitting.
So I'm quite varied in what I do. There's no hard and fast rule. And don't forget, if this was an oxer there, okay, the highest part of the jump for an upright is here.
Yeah.
So therefore, the pole's a little bit further back. For the
Okay.
oxer canter poles, they're closer because the highest part of the jump needs to be in the middle here.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We do quite a lot of building up to, and just like this.
Yeah, I mean, I've witnessed that at yours.
Yeah.
From the sidelines, thankfully.
Because just building the canter poles means the rider can't miss. I mean,
Yeah.
really, it's hard to stuff it up completely.
Well, that's the thing, even when you stuff up the first, you kind of write them, don't you?
Yeah. And so what we do is we just build this up, and actually any horse that's a little bit tight behind, doing this here, actually makes them
Oh, really?
open. We've done it quite a lot with Upsy.
Right.
So open them,
Oh, that's really interesting.
okay? But not massively fast.
No.
And then, you know, anything else that's a bit slow, you know, sometimes
front.
we'll do that. But if I did this, I would, you know, you could go from that. I could go from that to that, but I would probably go to a middle one and then that. I would give them more room.
Right.
So as soon as
That's high.
that's higher, the pole goes, the canter poles go
Okay.
back a bit,
Okay.
because I don't want to frighten them.
No.
So it's all about feel. I look at the horse, I'd see how the horse is going, I see how the rider's going, actually. Yeah, it's all what the rider's doing. And if the rider's being a bit gung-ho, then I'll put the poles a bit shorter and say, right, wait, just what you did. You closed her down, and then you came in more bunched, and the power was then kept on the back legs, and then she went boom.
Yeah, okay.
Because otherwise, you know, you end up, if the poles are too big for either the horse or the rider, or the way they're riding the horse, then Muggins here has to sort it out. Because I don't want the horse to having to be saving itself because the rider's not doing their
Not doing
job.
the job, yeah.
And
Okay.
it's just making it really clear why the poles are there. Right, any other questions?
More just thinking about my plan when
Yep.
I go into the arena.
Yep.
So would you say, do I pick fence 1 to show her, or do I pick the fence that's most spooky, and then what kind of, should I kind of like replicate
Well, I
what we
quite
did?
like getting in there, boom, 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 you know, going across whatever fence you think.
It's going to be iffy.
I mean, the 2 times I've seen her at Badminton, she hasn't spooked.
Bizarrely, when she's at a competition, she's less spooky.
Yes,
she's
which
more...
is very typical.
Right,
More focused. Don't leave your warm-up too late. You can always walk them, practice your halt, rainbacks, stuff like that. You know, if she ends up coming out and she's a bit explosive, then canter around, halt, rainback. If they run to a fence in the collecting ring and they're running, then you, within reason, when no one's in the way, you can sort of canter around to a fence and halt.
Right, okay.
And walk a few strides, halt and pat them, and you can rein back and then come again. You could do that 2 or 3 times. Ellie certainly does that on Trendy, who gets, when she gets a bit tight, she goes off and can just lock onto something and run. Main thing is I think, getting her off the leg.
That canter,
And
yeah.
that right shoulder. It's only a little bit on the right shoulder, but it's not allowed to even be a little bit.
Yeah, and I did notice that, and it's almost like the rail she uses to like bounce off a bit
Yes,
as well.
yeah.
So I noticed that when I was coming round on that.
So the other thing
rain.
you can do, is in your collecting ring, just say you're coming down to this jump, this is the Oxer on the grass at Badminton, and she's jumping a bit right. Turn before it, go down here and leg yield her off that right shoulder.
Okay.
And then come again, go straight line past the jump and leg yield off that right shoulder. If
she's
done
jumping.
any sort of leaning in.
Yeah.
Because I think it's important, it's very important to have them straight.
Yeah. And you're right, she does jump so much better, and she can get me out of different spots easier then.
Yeah,
can't she?
you know, the good thing with her is she makes the distances quite easily.
Yeah.
But you've got to be careful at Badminton where it's on a slope, but you're not running.
Run.
She can run, can't she?
Yeah. Yeah, especially when I get that bigger canter, because we're less established.
And are you happy with her fitness?
I would like her a little bit fitter now. We've had a nightmare with her. She had cellulitis twice, so she had a week in a box. So she felt great at Oxtalls, but I've got to keep up at it.
So you're giving a bit of fast work, not galloping. I mean, you know what I'm like, we use the hills, but Badminton's flat, so it doesn't matter, really. But it is certainly making her work 6 days a week.
Yeah.
You know, when you gallop her, don't just make sure she's in a shape.
Okay.
Not just
hollowing and...
No, keep her round, because that'll lift her core a bit more.
Okay.
Lots of just trot race poles.
Yeah,
you know,
we do
lots
of that. Okay.
Because anything like that, she's good on the bit, you know, you can get around, but it's all about having her worked in the right frame so that her muscles get strong in the next 3 weeks. You've only got 3 weeks.
I know.
So if you run her at Calmston next...
It's Wednesday she's running.
Wednesday. So will she have a canter tomorrow?
I was going to do it on Saturday.
Saturday's fine?
Yeah.
Saturday's fine?
Saturday's the plan.
Yeah, Saturday's
Go for
fine.
canter, and then, Calmston. I have got it all mapped out, because I've been trying to do it every 5 or 6 days.
Yeah. Yep, and Calmston's good because it's hilly.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I thought.
That will give her a good gallop. And when they get... The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is, you know, using your cross-country warm-up well and making her switched on just as much as in the show jumping, you know. And if you have a combination at Badminton, which I'm sure you will, you have probably 5 or 6, 7 combinations, think about jumping one of the collecting ring fences as though you're jumping into that combination, and there's the corner.
Okay.
So you jump the cross
to
country.
do the turn straight after and practice the turn. Okay.
Yeah. We do that a lot.
Yeah.
So that the rider, Ellie, gets really feeling the speed that she needs into the coffin or up a step at Thorsley. We had the 3 corners, the 4-star corners. I was impressed. She went through them on the advance. Gemma Stevens said something very, very interesting. It's really clocked into Ellie. The first corner had to be an up and over jump. Okay,
Right.
left-hand apex. Then you had to turn, and some of the top riders or whatever went on 5 for the second corner, which was fine, but for Ellie, I thought a bit risky. And then you had 4 forward strides to the last corner. Some people did it on 5. So you could do 5 and 4, 6 and 4, 6 and 5. So there were a lot of options. And Gemma said, get the first corner needs to be an up and over jump. So you're looking, you're turning on the. She liked the 6, and then the second corner you had to be riding forward over across the second corner to get to the second corner.
Right.
And that was a really helpful comment. I mean, I explained it to Ellie but not in such a simple way, and it was really helpful.
Okay.
So things like that in the collecting ring, you know, you've got a box, and then you've got 4, 5, 6 strides to a skinny arrowhead. Jump that box and imagine
You're going to that.
yes, and think of the speed you need to the box for what you need to get that related distance to the arrowhead. You'll have the coffin, but it's normally in a straight line.
No, it's straight, like she's always a muppet over that ditch. She was
Yes,
so big. So.
You know, whatever you do is you're coming to that coffin, you've got to get them back to then ride forward, and you look at the last rail when you're 3
I think we've got a
strides
stride
away.
less in the 100. So I'm a bit worried because I normally always add a stride, but I think the 100 might be 2 to 1.
You have to ride for the forward one,
Okay.
supporting them, and then if they chip in, they chip in.
Because it's not big, is it? It's only a little rail that she can...
No. And then for your, so that's your cross-country start, is use it cleverly.
Yes.
Use it to help you come out the start box and be absolutely confident what you're doing. Tight lines, look for those tight lines. Get your arm way out where you do. I mean, we've walked it before. And then, you know, when you come through the finish, keep a hold of her, okay? Keep a hold of her, because she might this year, because she's not had the work and the runs that she has had previously.
That's my
Just
worry.
keep a hold of her, come back to trot and try, if you've got room, to trot her for 5 minutes.
Really? Gosh.
Because all the lactic acid gets
Like
released.
disperses?
Yes. At trot, better than walk.
Oh,
Did you know that? I didn't know
No, I
that.
didn't know that, but
Somebody
you
told me
always
that.
see that a lot of riders trotting, don't you?
Well,
So
we
it
have to
makes
trot
sense.
trendy quite a lot,
Okay.
and it makes all the difference. You just love to just trot. If you can,
Give
just
it a good
trot
trot.
them, you know, down, round, so they
Don't just collapse and cry again.
yes.
Like the other years.
Last I said, Becca, get off the floor, quick. Quick,
You went to
can't
me,
do that.
You haven't just done the Olympics. And then you went, well, this kind of is like your Olympics, isn't it? I was like, yeah, to be fair, this is my Olympics.
Well, it was highly exciting, but yes, and you're fit, and well, you have been gymming and stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, I feel like I'm fitter this year.
Yeah.
I've been riding more because I've got
More
4
horses.
in work.
Yep.
Well, 3 in work and 1 that just plants me. All washed off. Thank you so much for that. I really needed that.
That was good.
I was
Big, you know, much more confident than last year.
definitely
Yep, ready to go around the 100 and win that.
win it.
Yep. I'm not interested in any below top 3
Don't
places.
even bother texting me if it's not a first place. No, that was good. I needed that because I haven't been jumping bigger fences at home. I've just kind of been ignoring it and being like, it's fine.
I know.
But
if
that
at
was
least
good.
if you go out and jump round and build it up like we did. I mean, the practice jump went up to about 110, 115 actually, without you noticing.
I noticed.
Well,
I was just too scared to say anything.
Yeah, too scared to say anything. And then you just build it up. We did need to just see what the problem could be. And that was the problem that you had at fence 1, and then we rectified that, and the second round was fabulous.
Much better.
Lots
so
to
much
think
better.
about, lots to remember, and then you can.
Yeah, I
you
need
know,
to watch this on repeat every day before batters. This needs to be in my brain.
Yep, and you got one more run at Calmston,
One more run at
which
Calmston.
the hills would do a fitness good.
I've never
and-
done 100 there actually, so
Oh, it's good. Calmston's lovely.
yeah.
And then you
Oh, darling.
and feed wise, she's on what now?
At the minute, she's on basically just working because I found her all right, but I'll start to up it a bit.
And how many feeds a day does she get?
2.
And how many scoops? 1?
Yeah, 1, yeah. And she'll...
Believe me, there's a horse going to Badminton that's on working.
That's the thing, I find it packs
Amazing.
quite a punch for her.
Yeah. We have to take ours off working. Some of them, it's too much for them.
Yeah.
And then some of them, they need it.
So we tend to take the performance with us, and then after dressage,
Give
she
her
has
a little
that.
bit of, yeah.
And then obviously jumping next day, and hopefully it's
Because
done
it
its
does
job.
work very quickly. That's what's
yeah.
really good about it. So Trendy will go, you know, now we're off to Kelsall, and she'll go from the condition pallets and the working to condition pallets and easy. Because I've worked her for 3 days and she's like this bubble of energy. I mean, she's great, but you know, I've got to be a little bit careful. So she'll have easy until Saturday with the condition pellets.
And then will she be put back
onto working. And every day we have a day off, I halve her feed. But she's on 3 feeds a day.
Okay.
But she needs it. She's not a pony.
No.
Jammy, not a pony.
Oh, Jam. I think I'll just keep an eye on it. I'll see how she runs at
Will you clip her?
Palmerston. Do you think she needs it?
Yeah, I'd clip
really?
her.
Okay.
I'd clip her. Is she good to clip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd clip her head to toe. Well, not her legs. Don't touch her legs.
Yeah, because they've been a nightmare.
Yeah.
Leave her leggings.
You know, I mean, she's not feathery, is she?
No.
She's actually not. She's not got common legs.
No.
Has she? Jammy.
Oh, Jam. Right. Brilliant.
Oh, there's
thank
my
you
little dog.
so much for that, and thank you very much, Pure, for organising.
Yes,
it was
that was
so
really
nice
good fun.
to see you. I needed that.
Good.
That was really good. Thank you.
Good luck. All right, go and take your painkillers.
Yeah, will do. And send my love to Ellie, and good luck at Kelsall.
Yeah, Kelsall, and then she's going to Chatsworth 4-star.
Oh my God. I need to come and watch. We need to come and film. Tell us if there's one that she wants filming at.
Brilliant. Chatsworth, and we're taking Oopsie and Daisy to the 2-star. Oh, whether or not Oopsie we can get through the dressage is another matter. It's going to be an expensive weekend, but we're just going to say, let's go and have fun.
Go party.
Yes.
That's the mentality I need. Go and have fun rather than go and just...
All right.
Will do, yeah.
Any questions, give me a call. Thank you, girls. Thank you, cameraman Pete. And then...
Thank you,
just
Lucinda.
Round here, we have Mabel. She's our newest member of the team.
Mabel's going to close the vlog.
And Sophie. Good girl. Good girl, Mabel.
Right, guys. Pony's gone. Lucinda's in the distance with Mabel. Oh, Mabel's like, I'm coming here. She says, no! That was incredible. So happy. I feel like... Bye, Lucinda. Thank you so much. Good luck this weekend. Bye. Oh, yeah, don't you take our mic. Do you want me to grab it? Right, live, laugh, love you guys. Thank you for watching. A big thank you to Pure Feed Company and a big thank you to Lucinda. Feeling pumped. Let's go. Badders 2024. If my leg feels better, it's feeling a bit looser. Right, bye.